Hello, my name is Paul and this is Missy, and together our channel is Posture Pilates. So today I will guide you through the short spine on the reformer. As always, I will offer you a beginner, an intermediate, followed by an advanced level. If you enjoyed today's video, please consider subscribing and hitting the like button. If you wish to be notified of future video releases, then hit the bell icon below. It's free of charge, it doesn't cost you anything, and it really helps us to grow the channel and create more content such as this. Also, if you have any exercises that you would like me to cover, then please leave a comment down below. Thank you for watching and enjoy. The beginner level, which is preparational exercises, consists of frog, lift and lower, bent knee spinal roll, and straight to bent knee spinal roll. Today I will be working with 2 red springs. However, you may need to increase or decrease this upon the size of your client. Place the feet into the strap one at a time through tabletop position. Extend the legs and brush your hands between the edge of the carriage and your body to make sure you're in the center. We start with frog. The pelvis and spine are in neutral, heels together with toes apart. Legs are externally rotated with ankles extended or plantar flexed, arms along by the side of the body. Inhale, keeping the heels connected, flex the knees and hips whilst dorsiflexing the feet, moving the carriage inwards. Exhale, press the feet into the straps, extending the knees and moving the carriage out, simultaneously plantar flexing the ankles. Inhale, flex the knees and ankles. Exhale, extend the knees and ankles. This exercise could also be performed in imprint in order to build up your client's abdominal strength. Perform 6 to 8 repetitions. Moving on to lift and lower, rotate the legs back to parallel. Dependent upon hamstring flexibility will determine whether the spine and pelvis are in neutral. For flexible hamstrings, try to maintain neutral. For inflexible hamstrings, maintain imprint throughout. Inhale, lift the legs up towards the ceiling, aiming to hit vertical, lengthening the hamstrings whilst maintaining the chosen lumbar spinal position. Exhale, draw the legs downwards as low as the lumbar spinal placement can be maintained. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, draw down. Work both legs equally, avoiding locking or overextending the knee joint. This exercise could also be performed coming in and out of lateral or external rotation. Ensure the rotation is coming from the hip joint. Feel the thighs rotating to parallel and out to the side. Engage the glutes to draw the legs downwards. Let's combine the frog and lift and lower in preparation for the full short spine exercise. Inhale, lift the legs, rotating to parallel. Exhale, flex the hips, knees and ankles into the frog. Maintaining the position, inhale and draw the feet down slightly. Exhale and extend the legs away. Inhale, lift the legs. Exhale, flex into the frog. Inhale, draw the feet down. Exhale, reach away. Once more, this exercise could be performed in the imprint or neutral. Focusing on the spinal rolls, let's start with the bent knees. The spine is in neutral, with the legs adducted. Inhale, flex the hips, knees and ankles as far in as you can maintain lumbar pelvic placement. With your feet pressing into the straps, exhale, moving through the imprint, segmentally peel the lumbar and lower thoracic spine away from the carriage, attempting to maintain 90-degree flexion across the knee joint. Inhale at the top, exhale, segmentally roll down the spine, continuing to press into the straps before extending the legs away and returning the spine to neutral. Inhale, flex. Exhale, roll up the spine, maintaining 90-degree knee flexion. Inhale at the top, exhale, segmentally roll down the spine. Extend the legs and plantar flex the ankles. Avoid pressing down into the arms too strongly and building tension up around the neck, throat and shoulders. To add extra challenge, progress this on to the straight legs coming over. Inhale, lift the legs up to the ceiling, aiming for vertical. Exhale, press the abdominal wall down and peel the lumbar and lower thoracic spine away from the carriage. Lift the feet up and over, creating a semicircle above. Inhale, flex the knees, and as you exhale, press into the straps, articulate the spine back to the carriage before extending the legs and returning the spine back to neutral. Maintain tension across the cables at all times. Allow a combination of both the abdominals and the spring tension to lower the pelvis back to the carriage. Keep the hips and feet fairly low, focusing on mobilizing the lumbar spine through flexion. Let's progress on to the full short spine exercise at an intermediate level. Start laying down supine on the carriage with the legs straight, adducted and externally rotated. Inhale, rotate the legs to parallel, simultaneously flexing at the hip joint and lifting the legs to vertical. Exhale, segmentally articulate the spine away from the carriage, from the lumbar to the upper thoracic, whilst reaching the legs towards the ceiling. Allow the carriage to fully return whilst maintaining the ropes taut. Inhale, maintaining hip height, flex the knees and ankles whilst externally rotating the legs. Maintain the carriage still and ropes taut. Bring the knees over the alignment of the shoulder pads and the feet over the face. Exhale, keeping the feet still in space, maintaining external rotation, segmentally articulate the spine back to the carriage, extending the knees and stretching the hamstrings as far as possible without moving the carriage. Inhale, draw the heels downwards towards the sit bones, allowing the lumbar spine to pass through the imprint. Exhale, keeping the heels connected, extend the legs, moving the carriage out, plantar flexing the ankles and returning the spine to neutral. Inhale, flex at the hip joint. Exhale, roll segmentally up the spine. Inhale, flex the knees and dorsiflex the ankles. Exhale, roll down the spine, extending the hamstrings. Inhale, draw the heels down to the sit bones. Exhale, extend the legs away. Actively use the abdominals to peel the spine off the carriage. Roll only as far as upper thoracic spine. And finally, the advanced level. Please note, I only refer to this as the advanced level because of the extreme hamstring flexibility required. Some clients may find the intermediate level more challenging. Inhale and lift the legs, flexing at the hip joint. Continue to fold the legs over until the carriage hits the stoppers. Aim to keep the sacrum down for as long as possible. Exhale, using a combination of the abdominals and glutes, lift the pelvis, articulating the spine away from the carriage, pressing the feet towards the ceiling. Inhale, maintaining hip height, flex the knees and ankles whilst externally rotating the legs. Maintain the carriage still and ropes taut. Bring the knees over the alignment of the shoulder pads and the feet over the face. Exhale, keeping the feet still in space, Maintaining external rotation, segmentally articulate the spine back to the carriage, extending the knees and stretching the hamstrings, as far as possible without moving the carriage. Inhale, draw the heels downwards towards the sit bones, allowing the lumbar spine to pass through the imprint. Exhale, keeping the heels connected, extend the legs, moving the carriage out, plantar flexing the ankles and returning the spine to neutral. Inhale, flex at the hips, bringing the legs all the way over. Exhale, press the pelvis and feet up towards the sky. Inhale, flex the hips, knees and ankles, bringing the feet over the alignment of the face. Exhale, articulate the spine back to the carriage, lengthening the back of the legs. Inhale, draw the heels down to the sit bones. Exhale, extend the legs away. Ensure to engage the transverse abdominis to avoid doming the abdominals. Avoid rounding the shoulders and tensing up the head, neck and throat. If you enjoyed today's video, please consider following, sharing and subscribing.